Shalom family, this is Grammy Yah. I told you guys I was coming with a easy pickling peppers recipe. You guys, it is so simple and there's no wrong way, there's no right way. You can use what you want to use, but I'm just going to give you a very, very simple pickling pepper recipe, and then you can just tweak it and add and subtract. And I'm going to make it easy because I'm going to do equal parts of everything. All right. So I've already started packing jars already. I already started cutting my peppers. I'm going to show you how to cut the peppers. But in this jar right here, I have some jalapeno peppers in this jar. So this is the only jar that's going to have jalapeno peppers in it because we don't do heat. But I always think about other people. So I did pull some from the garden, and this was going to have heat. So I've already started packing 4, you guys. So I think I'm going to make 5 according to the amount of peppers that I have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you down so you can see how I'm cutting these peppers. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you, there's no wrong or right way. I like just to take off the little stem first and just slicing them. And you don't have to worry about the seeds. If you want to take the seeds out, you can, but you really don't have to. And see the size? This is the size that I have. And I just go through and just slice. You can dice them if you want to, but I like the little rings. So now what I'm going to do is, I have these already stuffed, you guys. You have to stuff them. I'm going to make mine shelf stable. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can make them shelf stable, or you can just put them in the refrigerator. Just that easy. So I'm going to finish cutting them up, and I'll bring you back. All right, here we go. Here's my jars. With the peppers, you guys, you have to push them down very, very hard without breaking them, because you want to fill this jar up. Because if you do not put a lot in here, you'll wind up, because they're going to shrink, right? And so you'll wind up with a little bit of peppers. But this is a pint-sized jar. I don't have any 8-ounce jars. You can use 8-ounce jars. You can even use the 4-ounce jars. So I'm just using the 16-ounce jars, the pint-sized jars, because this is what I have. And if you have a family that wants to just eat them up, you can do it in a quart. But right now I'm doing it in a pint-sized jar, right? So the only thing you need, like I said, everything is so simple. Like I said, you can use your own ingredients, your own spices. There's no wrong or right way, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, just to make it simple, 3 cups of water, 3 cups of distilled vinegar, 5%, you guys, 5%. All right. I'm going to add a tablespoon of canning and pickling salt. I'll show it to you. And another tablespoon of the granulated sugar. You can use raw sugar, white sugar. Just that simple. All right? If you want to use turmeric for health benefits, you can. And you can use as much or as little as you like, or you don't have to use any at all. I like it for the health benefit, and I'm just going to add like just a half a teaspoon. That's it. Stir it all up. I'm going to let it come to a boil. But like I said, turmeric is optional. Peppercorn is optional, but you guys, I'm gonna show you something. And probably put maybe a tablespoon of the whole black pepper, right? The peppercorn. That's optional too. Really, the only thing you really have to do is the vinegar and the water and the salt. The sugar is optional. Oh, like I said, my peppers these are jalapeno peppers, and up top is the sweet peppers. And in the rest of my jars, they all sweet peppers. But I got a little bonus going on back here. I had some extra okra, not enough to fry it, so I'm going to pickle these okra, and it all get processed in the same brine. How cool is that? So yeah, so I'm gonna let this come up to a boil, and once it comes up to a boil, then I'm gonna turn my heat on low, and then we will start filling jars. And just in case if I don't have enough brine, because I had equal parts of vinegar and equal part of water, I just add extra. That's it. I'm sorry, family. Something happened to my audio, so I had to do a voiceover. Okay, now my brine is boiling. All right. And so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this extra crunch by Mrs. Wages. And this extra crunch is supposed to keep your pickled foods crunchy. So now I'm just going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon into each jar. All right. And that's supposed to keep your pickling foods crunchy. I also use this in my pickles as well. All right, now I'm going to place my funnel on it. My pot is boiling. Stirring it up. Now I'm putting the brine into my jars. I like using the plate because the plate helped me from spilling food and juices everywhere. I just catch it on the plate. That's it. And so I am looking for a 1-inch headspace. So I'm going to continue on filling up my jars with this brine. And I am working with pint-sized jars. You can also use quart-sized jars if you have a big family. You can use the 4-ounce jars. You can also use the 8-ounce jars. It all depends on your preference. Yes. So continue on filling up these jars until I can have at least a 1-inch headspace. Okay? And this should be enough brine for 4 16-ounce jars. And you can always add more if you have more jars. Or you can subtract the liquids if you have less jars. But I am leaving you with a recipe for 4 16-ounce jars. So now what we do is go through and debubble. We have to debubble to get all the air out. And sometimes when you debubble, you lose some headspace. So you just go back in, top it off, and we make sure we have a 1/2 inch headspace for each jar. All right. So let me just check. Oh, a little bit too much. And that one back there. And I'm just going to distribute it throughout a couple of jars. That's it. Let me get my paper towel and my vinegar
And we need to wipe off the rims just to make sure that none of this solution or this brine got on our jars. And yes, it is hot because it was boiling. Now, close it up. Just fingertip tight. Just like that. Close it up. Fingertip tight. So easy. Close it up. Fingertip tight. Close it up. Fingertip tight. All right. So there we have it. I'll do the other
So
job.
what I'll do is I will
camera.
just leave the recipe and the exact measurements for 4 pint-sized jars. All right, just to keep it simple. All right, family, my water is boiling in my canner. I'm using my canner today just to water bath can. All right. And I have 5 jars. I just had to make just a little bit more, but I will just leave the recipe for 4 jars. But I'm putting 5 jars of pickles in here. And I will not be water bath canning my okra. I'm gonna put my top on it because I need for it to come to a rolling boil. And I'm just sitting my top on it. No particular rhyme or reason. See, they're not even lining up. I just need it just for a basic top. And like I said, I'm gonna let these cool. And these are going in the refrigerator. And so between 3 to 5 days, I can start eating these. All right. So it sounds like it's boiling. I'll bring you back once it comes to a rolling boil. All right, family, that is a rolling boil. I'm gonna just drop my top on it. And I'm just going to let it process for 10 minutes. For my elevation, it's 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. I'm going to turn my fire off. Now I'm going to take off this lid. And it is hot, y'all, so you still want to take it off away from you. This is water bath canning. So I'm just using my canning pot, just the water bath can. So if you was canning, you would have to wait, you know, until everything come down to pressure. But this is just water bath can. All right, so let's get these jars up out of here. First, I want to show you my okra once again. That is going in the refrigerator because that is going to be eaten very soon. All right. Look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? This is the one with the jalapeno in there. Woo. All right, you guys. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was simple. I will leave everything in the description box, you guys. And I just want to thank you for watching and subscribing and sharing, you guys. But if you have not subscribed, it would be so nice if you do. Yes, you guys. So I do this for you. And I always say that because I do. Because I'm finding different recipes and it's so simple. I know some YouTubers make it so complicated, but this is not complicated at all. A lot of my canning videos are not complicated. I try to break it down to the simplest form. All right, you guys. So if you like this video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys, and y'all know I do. But guess what? I love the Most High more. Shalom.